Hello, Mr. Randy Duck, and welcome back for another video. Today I've got two replays to show you in the Tier 9 British medium premium tank, the Cobra. If you've not seen the Cobra before, it basically has a 4-shot autoloader with a filthy interclip time. It's basically just straight away you can just dump that clip. And the standard rounds are heat rounds, which have 268 pen for 360 alpha. And the premium rounds are Hesh rounds of 210 pen on the Hesh, but for 490 alpha. And that basically gives you a clip potential of basically 1960. And you get those shots away so quick. Obviously, you do have to pen the shots with the Hesh, which is, you know, easier said than done. You know, so it's not going to happen all the time. But I do run pretty much full Hesh, mainly for the memes, but also because it basically works out. You only really need to pen 2 of your Hesh rounds, and then you can just splash the other 2, and you basically already done the same amount of damage if you penned all of your heat shots, heat shells. So at the start, we're actually in a platoon here with my Petty Cobra and my buddy Jamus, and Petty is in a Cobra as well. And watch how quickly this poor back check gets deleted. That is the power of 2 Cobras together. He got absolutely, yeah, that was filthy. We both penned our shots of the Hesh rounds, and Petty then gets the kill. And I'm now just waiting to see if anything else is going to come so we can try and dump the rest of our shots into someone before we go on to a reload. So this poor tank gets caught crossing, Petty gets his shots in. I only splashed that one with a Hesh, but I penned the second one. So now I'm going to try get back into cover, but unfortunately for me, I'm getting caught out by this enemy teeth breaker, and I've lost a lot of hit points for it. So, you know, a decent start. I've got 2,000 damage and a kill, but I have now lost a lot of hit points, which is far from ideal. And the downside of the Cobra is this really long reload it has. It does have a really long reload, and you can feel like you're out of the game for quite some time. Which is I think is the problem with this tank is, you know, because you can do like 2,000 damage so quickly, it does have a really long reload. But what we're seeing now here, Petty is going to go and try and push this enemy teeth breaker out, because the teeth breaker's then going to have to either sit there in front of Petty's clip, or he's going to have to run. And if he runs, I'm going to try and be ready to try and get my clip in and take that enemy teeth breaker out, because we need to get rid of him from that position. We don't really want him there, so we're going to try and sort of, you know, bait him out. And that's exactly what happens. I get the first shot in, track him in place. Unfortunately, I don't pen the next one, but I do pen the final 2, and we take him out, putting us on to 3,000 damage and 2 kills. And importantly, just clearing up that side of the map so we can now try and divert our attention to the rest of the tanks. But I have now got to sit there on this, you know, massively long reload. I am just trying to push out and spot, you know, while I'm on reload, just in case something else did decide to cross. But what I'm thinking of doing is getting this reload off, trying to push around the corner, because you can see Petty on the top of the map is going to try and cover me. So, you know, where Petty pushed that tank out, I'm now going to try and push division, try and spot these tanks so Petty's in a position to shoot them, and maybe we can get our clip off as well. So as we come around this corner, we spot an enemy we spot an enemy medium tank. We try and get our shots into the back of it. Unfortunately, then the Oni comes around. We do get one into the Scorpion G. Thankfully, we don't eat any damage, but we didn't pen all our shots there, which is not ideal. And now I'm getting pushed by this Oni, and this is not ideal. I'm hoping I'm not going to, you know, get taken out here. I hope my game's not going to be ruined early. I push back, and thankfully for me, he bounces and we're actually okay, and we keep our hit points intact. And now we've got to go back on to reload. Now you have 210 Hesh pen. You'd be surprised, you know, there's quite a few tanks you can actually pen with 210 Hesh, and I think this Oni I can actually, I might have a stock turret and I can pen his turret, you know, if I get fortunate enough and roll highly enough. So I'm trying to push around. Yeah, I've got to be a little bit careful. He's looking for a shot. I do manage to pen for 500. And then I pen the second shot and take him out. Scorpion comes around and I'll pen the third shot. And I don't manage to get the fourth shot in. But you can see there, already putting me onto 5,000 damage. That's how quickly you can get damage. You could be having a bad game in this tank. You can be sitting there, maybe you've only got about 2,000 damage. And you're sort of going okay. But then there's not a lot of tanks left, and right at the end you could just dump your clip and pen all the 4 shots, and then you get another 2,000 damage out. You can really that happens quite a lot, and you can sort of save your game in this tank. But like I say, it does have that long reload, and that's not really for everyone. Sometimes the long reload can be frustrating, I must admit. But when it works, it works. It's one of those tanks I play every now and again just because it's quite fun. Enemy striker we can pen quite comfortably with our Hesh rounds. We get 2 shots in, taking them out, putting us on to just shy of 6,000 damage. Get the shot into the enemy fun police, which puts us on to basically 6,000, 4 kills and 1,000 assistance. And we've got 1,500 block as well. It's just the 1 enemy equalizer left. I'm not going to get this reload off in time to get before he's dead. I'm just going over there with the hope that maybe I can ram him. I think Petty's also on reload and has got the same idea. So he gets the ram off. He's trying to push him into the water to get the kill because he's can't do anything else. He's on reload. But then the enemy equalizer does get shut down by our friendly fun police before I can get there for the little love tap. And that brings us an end to replay number 1. But one more replay to come. So I'll see you there in a bit. Okay, so here we are for the final replay of the video on Ruinberg Encounter Battle. There is 2 enemy fun police in the game and 3 enemy light tanks. It is a tier 10 lobby, and yeah, initially we're going to try and push to the sort of the buildings on the far left and see if we can catch anything off guard. Maybe see if we can catch a light tank, get rid of one of those 3 light tanks early doors. You'll see we do have a really long reload. And I was loading the wrong shells at the start. I had those heat shells. I want to actually load the Hesh shells. I do just keep 1 clip of heat just in case I need it. But predominantly I like to fire the full Hesh, for the memes in this tank. I find it, more fun though, because those Hesh rounds, the speed you can shoot them, if you do get that dream scenario where you pen all 4 rounds, it can be really quite devastating to do 2,000 damage that quickly. But quite early doors, we've kind of realised that we're really by ourselves. We've got 2 light tanks with us, and we're outnumbered. And this is not really a great position for us like this because even if we dump our clip, we're then going to be on reload for 40 seconds. We don't have any support. We're not going to be in a good situation. We're getting pushed by this mouse breaker as well, and I decided I just need to get out of here really. So I'm trying to get out of the way of this mouse breaker and retreat and try and stay out of the gun line from the mouse breaker as well, using this building behind us to protect, to block line of sight. And we just want to get out of there and retreat because the start of this game, to be honest with you, doesn't go too well for us really. But we do make up for it towards the end of the video. But yeah, it's just one of those ones where it just kind of shows you never really want to give up because although the game doesn't start well, you can still finish well. You just never know what's going to happen. So we get spotted on our retreat, and I'm just hoping we don't take too much punish. We've taken 2 shots, putting us onto 1,200 hit points, but fortunately we don't take that much, and we manage to get away with that. And we've sort of fallen back to a position where we can try and see if we can get any shots into some of these maniac light tanks driving around. As it happens, we spot Turan backing up. We get a nice headshot pen in, and we're just seeing if we can get any more shots in. But the fun police shots are coming at us here. We're not really safe. I'm going to try and reposition slightly and see if we can go back up to get an angle on this AMX-30, which we saw earlier. But he is sort of just behind those buildings. We can try and see if we can squeeze a shot in there. We don't pen it, but we do get a little bit of splash damage. And yeah, not a great start really for those two clips fired. We've only done 600 damage, and we're now on that 40-second reload. So I'm just thinking about what I want to do. Do I want to stay here for another clip, or do I want to just retreat and fall back into the city? and then deal with them from there. So we're kind of waiting here to see if we can get a clip in, to see if we can get any more shots in. I'd like to take out one of the light tanks, or that Turan does get spotted, which is going to be pretty unlikely, when we might be able to try and finish him off. But that's not really happening, and we have lost that centre map now. We've really just got one light tank there, and we're starting to go down on the tanks as well. So I am decided that I'm just going to leave this location. I'm going to get into a position so that we can maybe try and get, surprise someone in town, or if the tanks do push our TDs at the back there, maybe we can get some shots in. I'm just trying to dodge, the shots if we do get spotted there crossing. Fun Police is looking for a shot on us, trying to get to this building just to try and make it awkward for the Fun Police to hit us while we try and get out there. So far we've only got 6 tanks left, and I've really done nothing at this point. There's this enemy heavy tank here, which I'm going to struggle to pen with a Hesh. I'm just going to try and see if I can get any splash damage into him, but he's behind a bit of dead wreck there, and it's these shots, unfortunately, again, we have not really done anything with them. Probably partly bad aiming by me there, but I didn't want to eat any damage, and I also wanted to just dump that clip and get out of there and relocate again. And that's what I'm going to do, because I don't want to get pushed by that heavy while we're on reload. I'm going to try and get behind this building, lose our spot, and try and get our reload off undetected, and then see if we can try and surprise someone and take out someone here, because the enemy light tanks are starting to push to kill our TDs. So I'm thinking maybe I'll be able to get a crossfire angle, get some shots onto them. That enemy light tank does get taken out by our friendly Turan, and it's still a pretty close game at the moment. It's 5 versus 6 here, so yeah, we're pretty close game, but it starts to swing the other way in the enemy team's favour very shortly. Now I want to see if I can take out this enemy Avery. He's just shot, so I know I've got time to aim these shots. We get one pen in by the into rear engine deck, and then we manage to finish him off again, taking out a very dangerous tank there, picking up our first kill of the game and bringing us into a 3 versus 5. But we are now again on this lengthy reload, sort of unable to help our team while we're reloading here. I have swapped to the small mini-map because I want to know exactly what's happening if a tank comes behind us. And I'm just trying to get this reload off, and then maybe I can try and come behind that heavy tank and try and help out our team. But we still got 12 seconds left in the reload, and we are starting to lose teammates while I'm on reload. But there's not a lot I can really do about that situation. Reload comes off, so we're going to see if we can take out this heavy tank, but he just gets around the corner before we're able to get that reload in and get our shot away. And we're just going to wait because it looks like this enemy light tank's going to come round. So I'm thinking, right, I'm going to try and pre-aim a shot, but he turns at the last minute, and yeah, we messed that one up, and we're now into a 2 versus 5, and it's looking very likely that we're going to go into a 1 versus 5. So we're in a 1 versus 5 scenario. So we've got the collies. The collies is a potential here, but the enemy heavy tank is low health. So we can take out that heavy tank. I know 2 of the tanks are the Fun Police, but the light tanks could potentially be a problem. This is my chance to kill this enemy heavy tank. I should have aimed that first shot, but thankfully I'm able to finish him off with the final shot of the clip, denying that enemy heavy tank and putting us into a 1 versus 4, 2 lights and 2 Fun Police. But I've got this long reload, and I'm thinking, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to this little position I found when I was playing my hide and seek game, just to hide while my reload's going off. So that way, hopefully I can get my reload off safely, and then when something does come round, I'll be, fully reloaded. And this way I can't get shot by the Fun Police, just in case I get detected in the open. I'm not worried about being capped out. If I'm honest, it's encounter battle. I know I can get there. It's going to have a longer count cap down. It's going to be very, very unlikely we're going to get capped out. So as I come round, I get detected, which must be one of the light tanks. So we do spot them, and now he is a one-shot to us if we pen. So we're going to try and see if we can get this light tank. This would be big if we can kill this tank here. Unfortunately, our shot does miss and he evades us. That would have been a really nice turn of events if we killed that light tank. Unfortunately, we don't get it off. But now we've got another opportunity to kill the other light tank, which is we do manage a hit and pen. And now that's put us into a 1 versus 3. Now at this stage, the only tank I'm really concerned about is this light tank. If we can kill this light tank, the 2 Fun Police, I'll be in a good position to kill them, because they're not really designed for those brawling. I know they do have those hit points now, and I have to be careful I don't get shotgunned by them. But I feel reasonably confident I'll be able to take them out. But I need to kill the light tank. That's the key here. So we're trying to find this light tank to see where he's gone. I haven't reloaded. I've got 2 in the chamber, which is enough to kill this light tank. We only need 1 if we pen the shot. And I wanted to avoid going through the cap, but I couldn't get through it with that wreck. As I come around there, we spot one of the fun police trying to get out there before that tank shoots me. And I'm just trying to find where this light tank is. You know, I want to just kill this light tank as quickly as possible, but I don't know where he is right now. As we come around, the other enemy fun police get spotted, and I'm thinking, you know what, I am going to dump these 2 shots and just try and get rid of this tank. Now we get 1 shot in, we get the second one in, we pen both, but not enough, roll high enough to kill them. Now the enemy light tank's here while I'm on reload, but the light tank doesn't necessarily know that we're on reload, because, you know, we have 4 shots. I fired 2. I mean, I could still have some in the chamber, so I'm trying to lose the spot. As we come around, the other enemy fun police comes around and thankfully misses that shot, and we're still, you know, in this game with our hit points at the moment. And I'm just going to push this light tank. Yes, I'm still on reload here, but I want to close the distance to try and stop them escaping. So hopefully when I come around this corner, I'll be basically reloaded, and if he's still there, I might be able to get the shot in. Looking to try and get the shot in, but he just gets around and evades us. I mean, that's not able to get that shot in, which is far from ideal, but we should maybe get an opportunity to get 1 into them. So we aim the shot, we hit the shot, and unfortunately we don't pen him, and we leave him on one or so hit points, which, oh, it's frustrating, because that, well, if I would have killed that then, it would have been ideal. Light tank's putting shots into us through the bush. I'm waiting to see if he shoots again. Unfortunately, he does move, and he's starting to, you know, tickle away our hit points there. I really just want to kill this light tank, but got to be careful. I'm getting chased by the fun police at the same time. Again, I don't want to dump my shots into that fun police. I want to kill the light tank. So I'm waiting to see if the light tank pokes, just to see if he does. I'm ready to get my shot in, but he's not going to do so. He's making life difficult for us. So we've got to run, because obviously the fun police is chasing us down. As that happens, the other fun police, which left on a 1 shot, I'm going to try and finish this off with 1 of the shots. Thankfully he misses that. We do get the finish, and we just kill that 1 fun police. Now we've still got 2 shots in the chamber, which again is enough to kill the enemy light tank. But so far he's making our life very, very difficult for us to take him out. If we can just get rid of him, then it's going to be, yeah, we should be able to kill the last lane of fun police. So we're chasing him down, but I've also, you know, I've got the fun police looking for shots again. I'm trying to avoid his shots. Almost finishes us off there as I crash into that dead wreck, you know, with my fantastic driving skills there. And yeah, you know, I'm starting to lose hit points as well. But we just need to get rid of this light tank. He's giving us the ring of roses at the moment, just, you know, giving us the slip at every second. But maybe this is my chance. We're going to aim the shot, got to hit this, and we do. Thankfully we hit this. Now that gives us the freedom to go and reload, and as long as I don't get shotgunned, I'll have a good chance of killing this enemy artillery there at the end. But we just got to get on our reload. He's got a big old reload, but we've got plenty of time on the clock, and, you know, the fun police isn't really going to be able to escape us. It's not the quickest. He has just fired, so he's still on reload at the moment. I'm just going to try and, you know, make him think I'm going to go one way. You know, he doesn't know what way I'm going to come round. I want to, you know, lose my spot, which we have, and just let him think for a little bit, really, while we're reloading. And then we're going to try and get them. You know, I only got 3, because I didn't have enough to load 4 Hesh left in my clip. But 3 Hesh is enough to kill the fun police, so it should be fine if we can just spot them. If we can catch them off guard. They're going around slowly, because I don't want to get shotgunned here. You know, there's a 50-50 chance he's obviously looking this way, or he could be looking the other way. So we're just going to slowly come round, and thankfully we come round. He's looking the other way. We managed to give him the slip, and we're able to get those shots in and pick up the 6th kill and the Kolobanovs medal for winning the 1v5 at the end. And that brings us into the video. So yeah, we get 6 kills, 4,200 damage. We get the medal for killing both enemy fun police, and we get the medal for winning the 1v5 at the end, and the top gun there. So yeah, really nice game to finish on. Thank you so much for your support as always, and happy tanking.
Enemy in sight! Hadouken!